Reading is a way to explore the world and broaden your horizons. You don't have to have a lot of money or go anywhere special to do it. The only thing you need is the access to books. And we want to ensure that everyone in our community has access to free books. Our goal is to have 100 little free libraries throughout our communities, and we can't do it without you.
The 3-year-old, that's our job now. On Monday, she'll come over, and if it's nice, and she goes, okay, do we have to put something in the library, Grandma? And I'm like, well, let's check it out. And then she'll go shop in the garage, and then she'll carry it. We'll bring the ladder. Another one.
Can I keep this one?
I'm not quite sure what I'm teaching her, but it can't be all that bad. But yeah, so that's her job. We got Atlantis found.
Many of us don't even know our neighbors' names. We find over and over that the mere presence of one of these little guys gets people talking.
It's kind of exciting too to when you're walking down the street and they'll say, oh, how's that library doing? I said, it's doing well, come visit.
Kind of taking it back to where it was, well, not a long time ago, but when people really knew who their neighbors were, when they actually took time to talk to each other and communicate and get to know someone beyond what their social media identity was. And really starting to have more face-to-face conversations.
A box of books has many different purposes. It certainly disseminates all kinds of books. Makes it easier for anyone who likes to read or needs or wants to read can do that. But it also promotes what we learned a lot about from the very beginning, that sense of community. There are probably hundreds, if not thousands, of men and women and young people building and painting and creating little places where people can share a part of themselves with their neighbors. And that's the big picture.
People think maybe it's a charge or a weight or whatever. There's no strings. It's just there for you to take it, and if you want to keep it, if you got some, bring them back. No questions asked. It's just a gift to the community.
Curiosity finds, oh, those are books. Can I take them? Yes. And for a lot of people, that's almost a revolutionary act.
Actually one of our missions. It's to promote literacy throughout northern Indiana, and what better way to do it than to put a book in people's hands.
You can build it, but they don't necessarily have to come. A new idea, a new concept, it takes a while for people to get warmed up to it and open to it. So it's going to take a few pioneers to actually go out there, take that leap of faith and start one in their community, and then talk about it.
I think it's incredibly important that it's a grassroots movement, because people then own the effort and they are going to promote it, and we're going to watch it grow.
What attracts people is the giving, is I can offer part of me that I really care about to somebody else. Before the library is in the ground, if there are children there, they'll run home and they'll grab some of their books and want to put them in there. They want to say, I did that.
Sometimes, the greatest thing is when you just happen to see a book somewhere, a title catches your eye or the cover does, and you pick it up and you read it, and then it becomes your favorite book. It's sort of like the fun of the discovery. That's a really big part of it. But it's just another way to promote literacy in the community. I don't see it as competition at all. If we can get people reading of any age, that's a great thing in my opinion. I don't care where they get their book from. As long as they're reading, that's great. Just seeing friends of mine that maybe never liked to read before, but then they find the one book that changes their lives and makes them a reader, that just sort of open their mind to, a whole new world of possibilities. And it's even more exciting when you see a little kid do that too, because then, for the rest of their lives, they're going to be a reader because they found something.
That's right. And I've been in Walmart before and I'll hear, hey, library lady, I loved that book you gave me.
There are people's favorite books that are being exchanged over and over and over again. And they're not just their junk books, but they're the books they treasure the most. and they value the chance to give it to somebody else.
Someone could take a book from the Little Free Library and read it and then put it back and tell their friend or their neighbor, hey, I read this really great book, you know, it's in the little box over there, you should go get it and read it. And then by word of mouth, you know, a particular book could kind of spread across the community.
All over the world, there are people who are thinking of having some place or something where they share smaller things that remind them of what's important and valuable in life. And that's really what this is all about. It's a way for people to connect. These are ways to celebrate small things one at a time. And the accumulation of the small things seems to add up to something far beyond what we expected.
It's an ongoing giving of to the community, and it's as simple as it can be. And it's like, I really don't want to take too much credit because it's so easy.
I think the power of giving is the power of being a role model. It's the power of doing good or doing the right thing and being witnessed. This little box or a little library full of books is sort of a standing piece of witness that there is still something worth sharing in the world. And not to be too spiritual about it, but you know, I'll embrace that. I'll hold on to that. And I think a lot of people will.
That's the beauty of the little library concept is very simple. It's a very simple concept. You build a little shelter, you put some books in, and you make it available for people to interchange. I've seen some of the smallest concepts at the beginning build into huge initiatives and collaborations that you would have never dreamed was possible, but it had to start from somewhere. And I think that this has the potential to do that.
Let's start it here. Help bring Little Free Libraries to your community. To get started on your own Little Free Library, decide where you want to put it and who will be the steward and take care of it. Then, decide how your Little Free Library will look. There are no requirements. You can build it, buy it, or repurpose something. Once your Little Free Library is up and running, register it and get it on the map so everyone can find it. The concept is simple, but the impact is huge. For more information on the Little Free Library Initiative, go to littlefreelibrary.org or call us here at Lakeshore Public Media at 219-756-5656. Thank you.